Hello everyone, I am going to discuss the literature answers of the question paper 2023. I am going to discuss the sixth answer. It will be very time consuming if I read the whole passage. Just bear in mind that this passage is with regard to, let us see the lesson from which this passage belongs to. Okay, the sixth question is there are two options, option A and option B. I'm going to discuss the answers of option A as well as option B. There is an option between A and B. I'll be discussing the answers. So stay tuned. I'll be discussing the answers of option 6A. So let us understand what will be the options of 6A. Okay, so the answer of 6A is as follows. Make sure that your answers are precise. Okay, make sure. Okay, so this is a reference to context. The value points, first one will be has everything. Let's on the surface it appears that Anne, the 13-year-old girl, has everything. How can we infer that the speaker felt alone in the world? So how can we say she craves for a new friend? B is the correct answer. Anne and her friend talked about A, the problematic parents, B, financial problems, common everyday things, or the communicating problem. It is common everyday things. Now complete the analogy by selecting the suitable word from the text. Alone, friends, nothing. So it should be everything, everything. Okay, now this is the fifth one. Select the option that captures the usage of idiom. Bring myself from the extract. To do something willingly, to do something unwillingly. C, a charitable act or an involuntary act. So it is B, to do something willingly. Now I am going to discuss the answers of the next passage. These are the answers of 6B. This is taken from the lesson Footprints Without Feet. I am going to discuss the answer. Okay, so the small extract has been provided. Mrs. Hall almost fell down the stairs in hysterics. She was convinced that the room was haunted by spirits and the stranger had somehow caused these to enter into her furniture. So the character Mrs. Hall thought that her room has been occupied by evil spirits, but the person who was playing pranks on Mrs. Hall was uh, Griffin, an evil scientist. Okay, so what is the answer of the first one? Mrs. Hall tripped because, why did Mrs. Hall trip? Because of, yes, the answer is yes. So why did Mrs. Hall trip? Okay, because she was in the state of panic. Okay, she was in the state of panic, and Mrs. Hall suspected that everything in the room was put under the spell of witchcraft. What is the answer for this one? Spirits or scientist? The scientist Griffin himself. Then Mrs. Hall suspected everything in the room was just put under a spell of witchcraft. It is spirits. Second one, fill in the blank with one word only. Mrs. Hall was afraid that the spirits had entered the furniture. Now, next. According to the extract, the feeling of Mrs. Hall can be best described. How was the feeling of Mrs. Hall? The correct answer will be 1 and 6. 1 and 6 are the correct answers. Agitated. Mrs. Hall was feeling agitated. Spirits in the above lines mean same as, what do the spirits mean in the above lines? It refers to ghosts. Okay. Now attempt any one of the given two extracts. Though the distinguished beasts of prey, a novice might nonplus the crocodile, you may tell from the hyena thus. This is the answer of question number 7. This has been taken from the poetry How to Tell Wild Animals. I'll be discussing the answer of question number 7. So let us discuss the answers of question number 7A and question number 7B. So in the next video, I'll be discussing the 8th question, 9th as well as the 10th question. Now I'm going to discuss the 7 B question. What is the question? Complete the sentence appropriately. So the first sentence will be tears. The correct answer is tears. Second, which word from the extract is the opposite of loud? So the opposite of loud will be false. Okay? Yeah. And the use of the phrase pads of velvet mean, what do you mean by pads of velvet? So here, yes. So, and then state whether the following statement is true or false. The confinement of the cramped space of the cage has restricted tiger steps. So, yeah. So the value points of first one will be stripes of tiger, second white, then pause. Pause is the correct answer. Then let us see the answer of the pause is the correct answer. State whether the following statement is true or false. The confinement of the cramped space of the cage has restricted tiger stripes. The answer is 2. The tiger was lurking in shadow. Why was he lurking in the shadow? Is the answer A, B, C, or D? The answer will be it rhymes and it to catch its prey. It lurks in the shadow to catch its prey. I hope I made myself clear. Now I have discussed the answers of 7A. Yeah. So, yes. Now, let me see if I have covered all the answers or not. Yes. So, 7A, I have discussed the first, second, third, as well as the fourth one. Fourth, fifth. I will be discussing the answers of the fourth one. In the extract, the poet has presented two different behavioral traits of animals. Okay, they are, which are the behavioral traits of animals? Yeah. So this is from the lesson A Tiger in a Zoo. So what is the answer for 7B? The stripes of tiger. Yeah. 7B will be, yeah. And then, yeah, 7A, yeah, 7A I'm going to discuss. The answer will be tears. 7A will be tears. Okay. And 7, yeah, 7A, second one will be false, third one beginner, then smiling of the hyena and the crying of crocodile. C, it rhymes and adds humor. Now I'm going to discuss the answer of B1. So the answers are as follows. Complete the sentence appropriately. The vivid stripes refer to stripes of a tiger, and the second one will be quiet. The third one will be pause, and the fourth one will be true, and then comes to catch its prey. I have discussed the answers of literature uh, extract taken from the textbook. I hope you have understood all the answers that I have discussed with you. Thank you.